For thousands of years, humans have relied on animals, mainly for food or labor. But with just two species, humanity has developed a completely unique bond. Today, let's explore one of them. Here are 10 fascinating facts about cats. To begin, how did the relationship between humans and cats even start? When did people first begin keeping cats as pets? Or, from another angle, when did cats start using humans as loyal servants? The oldest known remains of a domesticated cat were discovered in Cyprus. The burial site is over 9,500 years old and shows a person buried alongside a cat, surrounded by valuable seashells. This proves the cat was a cherished companion, not a food source. Cats weren't always so friendly. Their ancestors were wild, solitary predators, larger, more aggressive, and much more skittish. These wildcats only approached each other for mating or raising offspring. But something changed around 10,000 years ago in the Middle East. At that time, the agricultural revolution was underway. People shifted from hunting to farming, producing more grain than they could consume. To store it, they built granaries, ideal spots for rodents like mice and rats. The rodent infestation was a serious problem for humans, but a golden opportunity for wildcats. With plenty of prey in one place, cats began venturing closer to human settlements. Humans realized these cats were incredibly helpful and began feeding them scraps, milk, raw meat, and offered shelter. Over time, people selectively kept the friendlier, more social cats and drove away the aggressive ones. This began a process of domestication. The genes for tameness were passed down generation after generation. Eventually, people started seeing cats not just as pest controllers, but as companions. Cats developed emotional bonds with humans, just like dogs. In fact, cats may have played a huge role in human progress. With stored grain safe from rodents, societies could thrive. Not everyone had to farm. Some could focus on science, crafts, or city building. Without cats, rodents might have destroyed too much of the harvest, potentially delaying civilization by centuries. And cats benefited too. Their habitat expanded far beyond their original range. Today, cats live everywhere humans do, even in Antarctica, on research stations. Cats are undoubtedly one of the most successful species on the planet. Their popularity is reflected in internet culture. Cat videos dominate the web. Even in blockbuster films like the sequel to Avatar, the feline-like characters reflect our deep fascination with cats. Now, if you've ever watched a cat fall, you've probably noticed something amazing. They almost always land on their feet. This ability puzzled scientists for a long time. It seemed cats were defying the laws of physics. But physics can't be broken, so researchers looked closer. The key question: how can a cat, falling mid-air without pushing off anything, rotate its body to land feet first? No physical model explained it until high-speed photography was used. In 1894, French scientist Etienne Jules Marais captured a sequence of a falling cat with a special camera. The images showed every stage of the cat's fall, offering crucial insight. Later, scientists even studied cats in zero gravity to further investigate the mechanics. By the late 1960s, they had developed models that conformed to the laws of physics. Simply put, a cat identifies the horizon with its eyes, bends at the middle, then rotates its front and back halves independently. This skill evolved because cats often climbed trees and frequently fell from them. Being able to land safely was essential for survival. Another amazing adaptation is their tongue. A cat's tongue is covered in tiny spines made of keratin, the same substance found in their claws. These spines help groom their fur, which cats do for up to 40% of their waking hours. Grooming serves many purposes. It removes loose hair, which cats often later vomit as hairballs. In rare cases, hairballs can cause blockages requiring surgery. Licking also helps cats cool down. Their saliva evaporates, regulating body temperature. In the wild, grooming removes parasites that can spread disease. It also stimulates blood flow to the skin, promoting a healthy coat. Cats groom each other too. It's a social behavior that builds trust and bonds. But they only groom themselves or others when they feel safe. If you've bought beds or fancy houses for your cat, you may have noticed they often prefer simple cardboard boxes. Why? Boxes offer a sense of security. Even in a safe apartment, a cat's instincts crave shelter. In the wind, tight spaces protect them from predators and give them a hidden vantage point. Researchers tested cats arriving at a shelter and found those given boxes relaxed much faster. Boxes also help cats stay warm. While homes feel cozy to us, cats prefer even warmer environments. Inside a snug box, they can raise their body temperature by a couple of degrees and feel more comfortable. So, offering a box is a small but meaningful way to care for your feline friend. Now here's something surprising. There are microorganisms that can manipulate behavior. One of them, Toxoplasma gondii, reproduces sexually only inside cats. After that, its eggs exit the cat through feces and must re-enter another cat to continue the cycle. To do that, the parasite often infects rodents. It alters the rodent's brain so it no longer fears cats. In fact, it's drawn to the smell of cat urine. This increases the chance of the rodent being eaten, sending the parasite back into a cat. Humans can also catch toxoplasmosis, usually from contaminated water or undercooked meat. Some scientists suspect that extreme cat lovers might be infected, though this theory lacks solid proof. However, studies do show infected individuals are more prone to risk-taking and may have slower reaction times. In car accidents, the rate of toxoplasmosis is higher than average. It can also cause anxiety or neurotic behavior. In countries like Russia, Ukraine, and the Baltic states, up to 30% of people are infected. Most show no symptoms, but it's especially dangerous for pregnant women. It can harm the fetus. So if you're expecting and have a cat, it's wise to learn more about this risk. Interestingly, adult cats meow mainly to communicate with humans. They rarely meow to each other, relying on other sounds instead. Kittens meow for food, but as they grow up, meowing becomes a tool for interacting with people. Cats can produce about 100 distinct sounds. Dogs, by comparison, can make only about 10. This doesn't mean cats are smarter, just more vocally versatile. Purring, another familiar sound, often means a cat is content. They purr when petted, when eating, or when asking for food. But cats also purr in stressful situations, like being captured or euthanized. Why? The frequency of purring vibrations helps heal bones and skin. It's a built-in recovery mechanism. Another curious sound cats make is chattering at birds through a window. This noise likely reflects intense frustration or excitement at seeing prey they can't reach. Some believe it's meant to attract birds, but that's a myth. Cats can also hiss or even growl, though growling is rare. They may hiss when frightened, threatened, or angry. Cats kneading their owners with their paws is a sign of deep trust and comfort. This behavior starts in kittenhood. They knead their mother's belly while nursing to stimulate milk flow. Later in life, this becomes a gesture of affection toward humans. Now let's talk about catnip and valerian root, natural substances that can trigger euphoric reactions in cats. Valerian root, in particular, makes many cats roll, meow, and seek out more. It activates their brain much like certain substances affect humans. Interestingly, not all cats respond to valerian. It's a genetic trait. While it's entertaining, overuse isn't recommended due to potential health risks. Catnip, on the other hand, is safer. Its effects last 5 to 15 minutes, after which the cat becomes temporarily immune. Many other plants affect cats similarly, but some are toxic and should be avoided. On average, house cats live 12 to 18 years, though there are exceptions. The oldest known cat lived 36 years. His name was Crim Puff, and he lived in Texas. His diet included dry cat food, broccoli, turkey, and eggs. His owner even claimed he gave the cat a drop of red wine daily, believing it contributed to his longevity. However, scientists doubt that wine had anything to do with it. Good genetics were likely the real reason. Cats have also served in the Navy, not just as pets, but as vital rat hunters. This was especially important in the past, when ships had poor sanitation. One famous cat named Unsinkable Sam served during World War II. He first boarded the German battleship Bismarck, which was later sunk. British sailors found Sam among the wreckage and took him aboard. He then served on the HMS Cossack, which was also sunk, but Sam survived again. Later, he was transferred to the HMS Ark Royal, which was torpedoed too. Once more, Sam was rescued. After 3 shipwrecks, he was retired from service and lived out his days in peace. A painting of him still hangs in the National Maritime Museum in Greenwich. Despite their cuddly appearance, cats are lethal hunters. They've contributed to the extinction of many small mammals, birds, and reptiles. According to U.S. studies, domestic and stray cats kill around 20 billion small mammals and 2 billion birds every year. This scale of predation is unnatural. In the wild, cat populations stay balanced, but human intervention has spread cats to every corner of the planet. In places like Australia, cats have devastated native species. The government is exploring ways to control the population, including gene editing and, controversially, culling. Thanks for watching this video until the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope to see you again soon.